and today I'm being interviewed by an awesome label called Cinematic Production. So, let's begin. Yeah, my favourite movies are technically anything that I like watching, and the recent movie I've seen, which was last summer, I saw Ted, starring Mila Kunis, Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane, and I have to say, I really love that movie. Every storyline is hilarious. I literally could not stop laughing the whole time at the cinema, and literally I just love that movie, and in my whole life I've never seen a bear getting horny or a bear doing drugs or anything like that. So that's the reason why I love it. Also, I'm a big fan of teen comedies like American Pies. I've seen all the American Pie movies and I have to say it's really brilliantly amazing. The script is funny and typical modern teenagers. That's the reason why I love it. And yeah. Also, I love watching, you know, like more sort of seductive movies like Killing Me Softly and things like Basic Instinct, because I believe it gives that suspension that builds a lot of tension and you always want to know what's going to happen next and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the reason why I love it. And also, I'm a big fan of horror movies, but only horror movies like Asian horror movies such as Thai horror movies, Japanese horror movies, because the reason why, it builds a lot of like tension and it makes you a bit, you know, afraid and afeared because it feels like you're surrounded by this whole idea of a spirit. So yeah, and trust me, you're not going to go to sleep. You'll have nightmares like every day. I mean, like, I remember I was watching one called Alone and I literally had nightmares the whole time. I was just like, you know, I could not force myself to sleep because I was thinking, always imagining that spirit in my head, and I'm thinking, alright, so yeah, kind of freaky stuff, but if you're a big fan, I recommend you go and watch that. It's awesome. Horror movies are the best. Also, I'm a really big fan of action movies because I really like things that are punchy, die-hard fighting, and you know, I watch things like Die Hard, Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, also the whole like Lethal Weapon trilogy series. Also I watch, you know, I like watching like Romeo Must Die's old-time action movies like Speed. That came out in 1994, I think. Yeah, I remember watching that. I still keep on watching that. I really love that movie. And also new action movies. I have to say The Expendables 1 and The Expendables 2 are really awesome, and therefore I love it. The current book I'm reading is called In Too Deep by Portia da Costa, and I have to say that book is written very amazingly well, very erotic, very, you know, seductive, and I love reading seductive novels. Also, you know what's really, really surprising in that book? The main character, which is the girl, she has this sort of negative and positive feeling about her being in love, that sort of thing, and she's thinking, is she taking it the right direction or is she taking the wrong direction, because the guy who's been named as Nemesis is the like some sort of surreal, seductive man who searches for any, you know, loving woman. Therefore he picks on her, she's the target, and then in the, like, you know, in the middle and the end, you always want to, you know what's going to happen next, and especially the ending, I was kind of shocked what happened. So yeah, that's the reason why I love reading these types of books. Also, I love reading things like 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Free, 50 Shades Darker, because it builds a lot of tension and I always want to know what's going to happen next, and you know, I always have that sort of interest. And also I like reading other erotic books like Lust Bites, Kill Me Softly, you know, that kind of stuff, because the reason why I love reading seductive books, it builds a lot of good tension inside you and you always want to know and carry on, like, you know, what's going to happen next. And I think that's really, like, I think that's the most catchiest novel, I think, which is to make readers want to carry on reading more. My dream is to become a successful lawyer, but however, I also have other barriers, other pathways as well, such as my music, my performing, my singing, my dancing, especially Bollywood dancing, Bharatanatyam, classical Indian dance, contemporary dancing, sexy dancing, that kind of stuff. And also, I have to say, I've got a lot of career options, you know, and especially teaching music. I love teaching music, and you know, I had one experience teaching music. Taught like, you know, like piano, violin, saxophone, veena. I like doing that kind of stuff. Well, my strengths is that I'm very hardworking, I'm very determined, I always put 100% effort in anything I do, literally, like For example, practicing my instruments, doing my, college work, practicing for upcoming exams, that kind of, that kind of activities, that kind of stuff. I always put in 100% effort. Even though it's just a rehearsal, I still put in effort, because if you want to rise to the top, if you want to succeed, and if you want to deliver any sort of perfection, then yeah, I think that's a good idea. Also, I'm a very disciplined person. I follow all tasks, I listen what anyone says, especially because I believe that knowledge is important, and I believe listening it's a very important aspect, so therefore I follow that aspect. What's really also a strength is that I can balance my time. I can manage. If I'm studying, I'm studying. If I'm going out, I'm going out. If I have social time with my friends, I have social time with my friends. Therefore, I can still manage to balance my time. Yeah. However, my weakness is, I have to admit, I'm a very perfectionist. I'm sort of a perfectionist. I'm very perfectionist. I want things done in the way how I want it to be, and I want it perfect. And if I don't get it perfect, then obviously I feel a bit low, I feel a bit down. However, sometimes I need to learn that in outcomes and other aspects, I can't keep on being like that. I need to sometimes say, okay, put your foot down. This is the time where things might not go the right way. You can't expect everything to be perfect. That's what I'm, trying to overcome being a perfectionist. What I'm currently doing for A-levels, I'm doing English literature, sociology, chemistry, and religious studies. And the reason why I chose these A-level subjects is because I really, want to explore more knowledge more, and I like to have a good analytical, critical thinking, which I think is very important. And especially when you want to find out more solutions, not just one answer, there's more you get. For example, not just one answer, you get 200 options, 100, there's different types of choices. And also mainly because I like writing, especially English literature. It's one of my favorite all-time subjects to do because I love writing. I love writing essays, it makes me think, and also the way you write, also you can interpret and catch a lot of writers' ideas. That's the reason why I love it. Also, for my own thing, I write articles, I write about movie reviews, and also I write poems. I write poems about society, about life, about love, about people, my experiences, especially personal ones, and yeah, that's why I love English literature. Also, sociology, I really love it because, you get to have good debate and discussions, you get to, listen to other people's views. It can be in religious context, it can be your opinion and, what anybody thinks. And the reason why I love chemistry is because it's very good for analytical and critical thinking, especially when you want to find out for more solutions in different sort of ideas, and that's the reason why I love chemistry. And I'm also a big fan of doing practicals, so that's the reason why I love doing chemistry. And the reason why I like doing religious studies, I like to, get my knowledge further into depth with what I'm studying, because I think that's really important to know what kind of context you're studying about, and especially theoretical thinking and utilitarianism, that kind of stuff, which I really love studying about. And basically I just think doing 3 writing essays A-level based are really good, and you get 1 chemistry, which is a science for analytical and critical thinking, so I think that's a really good option. That's why I prefer, to have this whole collaboration with a mixture. So it suits my course and what I want to study at uni in the future. Well, my high school memories, well, what can I say? I mean, my high school memories, they were pretty, in a way, hilarious, and very, kind of maybe entertaining, you would say. Because, I remember there's particularly one high school memory is, it was in a geography class that time, and it was so funny. I was in a catch-up session because I needed to finish up all my work, and then for some reason I don't know, I kinda got bored. So what I did, I did yoga in the middle of class. Literally, I put my feet up and I went like that, and I was like, so calm and everything like that. It was kind of funny. I mean, I don't know why I done that, like I said, because I don't know, I felt that energetic mood, and yes, that's what I was doing. I was really calming myself, and then that time she wasn't there, and then the teacher came in. She's like, what are you doing? And I told her, I'm just relaxing in peace. And then she gave that really puzzled look on her face, and I'm thinking, wow, this is getting a bit awkward. But anyway, and then she's like, what did you drink today? And I was like, oh, maybe a trillion Red Bull. And she's like, you drank a trillion Red Bull? Oh my gosh, you're so immature, you know. And I'm like, yeah, you can call me that. And yeah, I think that's my funniest high school memories. Also, I remember one time I was in a math class, and then after school I decided to stay back, and I wanted to do a little stand-up comedy sort of thing for my math teacher. And I literally, this is what I done. Let me show you a demonstration. This is me. I was like this. I was like, hello everybody, my name is Madhuranga Kumarasingham, and what I do in life is basically I'm an Olympic gold medalist, I'm an athlete, and that's why I'm telling you all that I'm a winner, I'm a champion, like end of story. But however, something bad really happened to me. I cheated, you know. You do know that I'm a male, you know, I'm gorgeous, strong, bulky looking male, whatever. But anyway, think about it, right? You can see through my hand gestures, my everything, my voice is kind of changing because I took this, you know, this sort of hormonal pill like estrogen, and then suddenly I realized a change in me. I realized I'm beginning to walk more feminine now, and my hands are becoming more soft now. And not just that, the way how I speak, the way how I communicate is more feminine like, and I got proper scared. Also down below in my abdomen, I felt some sort of blood thingy going on, and I'm thinking, oh no, I don't need to use a tampon anymore, no, I don't know why, and I felt really bad, and I don't know why the hell I done that. Also my arms, it's getting very skinny, not muscular like, not bulky like, so therefore I'm very, very upset with my life. I don't know why I done that, so forgive me all. And yeah, that's the demonstration I done. He was literally laughing his ass off, and he found it hilarious. Also, I remember one time during my high school memories, basically it was an ICT class, and this ICT teacher, like, you know, told me to stay back and, you know, print off some stuff, whatever you want to print out, because, you know, we want to moderate, get everything in moderation and that kind of stuff. And I said, okay, fine, I'm staying back. And then during halfway in the middle of my printing session, I said to him, literally, I was like, so what do I do now? Is this all I do? Is that print? And that's it, I can go? And he says, of course you can go, but can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. Do you do acting? I was like, yeah, I do acting. Why do you ask? May I mind? And then he said, oh, it's because the way how you speak to me is like, you know, more of a... Sometimes you speak to me in a very kind way, sometimes you speak in an aggressive way, so I need to know. And I was like, yeah, okay, I act. And then, do you want me to show you a demonstration? Because not just I act, I do stand-up comedy as well. And literally, I did a Chinese accent. Like, I was pretending I was a old woman working in a Chinese store and that kind of stuff. So let me show you my Chinese accent demonstration. This is me, I go like this. Okay. Hello everybody, how you doing? Oh, step back, one person at a time, now, one person at a time. So yeah, oh hello sir, you look like a very gentleman today, so what are you coming here for? Oh come, let me show you something now. This Buddha give you luck, money, fortune, everything you want, you wish for. Trust me, you know, but if you, for example, you don't want the Buddha, there's other options like the dragon, the monkey, the giant frog. Now the giant frog is really good for successful. If you want successful business, make sure you get the giant frog or the happy Buddha. Also, trust me, you know, I give you discount, perfect discount, 50% off discount. Trust me, not too much pay, not too much money. Trust me. Yeah, that's the Chinese accent, and yeah, that's all I have to say. That was my funny memories. The instruments I play are piano, violin, saxophone, the keyboard, and the sitar, which is right here. Yeah, and to be honest, I love playing all of these instruments, the 5 instruments that I play, but I have to say the most common one I really love is the piano, because the piano is a very sentimental and sensitive, emotional instrument, you know, and it's like I can't be detached away from the piano. I must play the piano whenever I'm feeling sad, whenever I'm feeling low. Even when I'm happy, I'll play a happy song. Even when I'm frustrated, I'm going to play a punchy song. And also, I do a lot of covers with these instruments, especially piano. I sing. I do sorts of Amy Winehouse covers, like You Know I'm No Good, Back to Black, Rihanna, Ti Amo, Unfaithful, And also I do something like Alicia Keys, Unthinkable, Christina Perri, Jar of Hearts. So yeah, these are like my type of instruments I play. Also, my favorite genre of music definitely has to be something punchy, like heavy metal, rock. I love listening to that kind of stuff. I love listening to 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, Skillet, like Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, that's what I like listening to, especially Bon Jovi, my favorite band, and the Goo Goo Dolls, and Blink-182, and yeah, that's what I like listening to. Also, furthermore, I like listening to Arabic music, such as, you know, like Nancy Akram, Amir Diab, Faris Kadam, Jad Chouari, that kind of stuff, which I love listening to. I love Arabic music because it makes me, you know, want to move my body, you know, dancing, that kind of stuff. I really love Arabic music, especially some sort of sweet, normal, sentimental, R&B, soft music. I love listening to that kind of stuff. Also, I like listening to Oriental pop, Korean pop. I think this new famous dance called the Gangnam Style, which goes like this: op 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 oppa Gangnam Style, op 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 oppa Gangnam Style. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And it goes, hey, sexy lady, op 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 oppa Gangnam Style. Yeah, it's a trend. I have to say that's one of my favorite songs, you know, currently. And I like listening to Hyuna. I think she's so cute. She's amazing. I love her songs. Bubble Pop is amazing. Go watch it. Bubble Pop. Yeah, Hyuna, Bubble Pop. Type it in YouTube. Awesome song. Love it. Also, there's like the Wonder Girls and 4 Minute. The Girls' Generation. The Girls' Generation. Mr. Taxi. That's some awesome song. Awesome dance moves. And the way how the style and the genre and the music, the dancing moves and everything, like it's just perfectly choreographed, and therefore I love it. Also, some boy bands such as TVXQ, Super Junior, The Big Bang, that kind of stuff. I love listening to. Yeah, that kind of stuff I like listening to. If you want, I can show you a bit of demonstration of my singing now. Meet you downstairs in the bar and her, your rolled up sleeves in your skull t-shirt. You say, what did you do with him today? And sniffed me out like I was Tanqueray. 'Cause you're my fella, my guy. Hand me your stellar and fly. By the time I'm out the door, you're turning down like Roger Moore. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you that I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Upstairs in bed with my ex-boy. He's in a place but I can't get joy. And I'm thinking on you in the final throes. And this is when my buzzer goes. Run out to meet your chips and bitter. And you say when we're married, 'cause you're not bitter, there'll be none of him no more. I cried for you on the kitchen floor. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you that I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Well, the activities I do during my spare time is I do a lot of activities. In fact, I do dance, I do Bharatanatyam, classical Indian dance, contemporary dance, like more modern generation type of dancing I love to do. Also, I have to say my inspiration for dancing has to be the Pussycat Dolls. I mean, they nailed it to the core. They're like, I find them like perfect, I find them awesome, especially other dancers like Rihanna, Lady Gaga, and you know, one of these pop mainstream successful artists that I have a huge inspiration that really inspires me to do this sort of dance, and it makes me get into this, because without them no way I'd be interested, but because of them made me more interested. So yes, why not, of course. Also, the activities I do with my instruments, I play piano, violin, saxophone, and sitar and keyboard. So yeah, that's what I do. I play all sorts of songs. I can go from classical, I can go from, you know, like more punchy songs, more other like mainstream, successful, famous songs I can play. So yeah, these are the type of songs that I love to play on those instruments that I currently play. Also, I do stand-up comedy and acting and drama, that kind of stuff, which it's kind of my passion actually. I love acting, I love, you know, drama. It's just something really amazing. It also improves your analysis, your critical thinking, but also improves your improvisation, the way how there is a clear sense communication, a sense of clear communication with anyone who you talk to, like people, family, friends. You know, there's always like ideas coming out for you to, you know, explore more. That's the reason why I love acting. And also, you can experiment when you're acting. Sometimes if you think this option doesn't work, option A doesn't work, then try option B. In case option B doesn't work, figure out another solution, option C. And then collaborate all your ideas and see which one's better, option A, option B, option C. So yeah, that's the way how I like acting. Also stand-up comedy. I have to say, my huge inspiration is Omid Jalili, Ari Hill, Matt Luca, that kind of, you know, comedians that I really enjoy and adore watching, because I think it's absolutely hilarious. Like, especially Omid Jalili, he inspired me to do all these accents, stand-up comedian kind of, stand-up comedy kind of accents, and that kind of stuff, yeah. Yes, also I do ballet. I have to say, I really love ballet. It's a form of more creative and more, you know, like an easy-flowing, sensual sort of dance. It can be seductive as well, depending on the theme you're dancing to, but other than that, I really love ballet. Yeah. So, I still can go on point. I remember I had this weird disaster that I taught myself to go on point before actually teacher telling me to, which I find that kind of a bit weird. That's me being impatient. Oh my god, yes, I am a shopping addict. I have to say, I love shopping. If, for instance, I'm not going to my college, or if I have a lot of free time, what can I do? I just go shopping. I love shopping, you know. I love buying new accessories, buying new clothes, new jewellery, new shoes. Especially, I have to say, the current brand I'm really addicted to is Uggs. I own more than like 25 pairs. Seriously, I'm so addicted to all sort of Ugg boots, and especially now, I'm currently addicted to high heels. That's why you can see I wear high heels, short-cut boots. I'm also fine, you know, I like wearing high heels. I think it just makes you feel more feminine and more confident. That's the reason why I like wearing high heels, and it just makes you look more like a businesswoman, more professional. Yeah, that's why I like wearing high heels. Also, I have to say, I'm a very big fan of Hollister. I love their clothing there. What they do is just amazing. They're simple and casual, but I love simple and casual. It's amazing as well. Also, I have to say, I'm a really big fan of you know, shopping at like high-end stores like Guess, Gucci, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, DKNY, which is the current watch I'm wearing right now. And yeah, I like shopping at those areas, especially Burberry. And I remember in Knightsbridge, in Harrods, they have a lot of, you know, whole sort of branded design stuff. And the one that especially catched my eye was Michael Kors branded watch. I love wearing Michael Kors branded watch. I think it's just the way how they do it. The style is very modern and more suits of like a teenage sort of thing, but more obviously in a cute way, more professional way. Typically, I believe love is, when I think about love, I think love is a very sort of strong affection, more emotional, and a very personal attachment you have, especially with a partner, with your spouse, or, you know, anything like that. But also, however, love can be generalized more of compassion, kindness, pleasure, seductiveness, and, you know, all that kind of characteristics with love, and tenderness especially. But you know, I think maybe it's a great feeling to fall in love. I'm sure everyone in the world, everyone in the world, everyone's society will probably think in their minds, hopefully one day, you know, we all have a plan to find our Prince Charming or our perfect guy, or, you know, especially for a guy, they want looking for maybe a very hot, super sexy girl. You know, everyone dreams of a perfect characteristic, but we're all waiting out there for someone who can enter in your life. Just like how, for example, you love your parents because your parents are part of your life. You love your religion. You love God because God is part of your life. You love your friends because they entered your life. But you need to find someone, but that one person is going to be that person who will nourish you, will take care of you, will love you. And it's like, for example, there's this quote which I saw said, love is like two souls in one body, and I totally agree with that. I totally believe this, because love is all about compassion, kindness, and sharing, and yeah, maybe a little bit of passion. My views on gay rights, well, this is my opinion. Technically, I believe, well, personally, I'm not lesbian, I'm not bisexual or anything like that, I'm straight, don't get me wrong, but if other people want to be gay, or if other people want to be bisexual, straight, it's fine, it's no problem, because I believe, you know, it's sort of a unique and a creative way of introducing, you know, life. And obviously nowadays society has changed so much from what it was like 50 years ago, and now as it's more sort of a modern world, and for being, I believe being gay or bisexual or transgender, whatever, I think it's unique, and I think it's kind of a unique thing, and I believe anybody was like, if they want to, they can, like, they shouldn't be judged upon, or they shouldn't be they shouldn't have that free will, do you get what I mean, to express what they want. So yes, I believe that's a unique sort of creative life by being gay, bisexual, and transgender, because, you know, different people are all different. We're all human beings. We shouldn't treat anyone differently or anything like that. We should all treat everyone equally. So therefore I believe society now has changed, and it's a good thing, it's a good aspect that we become more modern, we accept, you know, different people's life and understand situations. Therefore, yeah, that's all I have to say. That's my opinion. And also, I have to admit, I'm not really a big fan of, you know, people who are homophobic, because I'm thinking, if, for example, you see two gay couples making out, like, don't judge them, like, don't make fun of them, I think, because it's really wrong, and it's kind of very being judgmental. I mean, to be honest, no one's perfect. You can't just judge straight away. Just, like, you know, be normal. Like, learn to accept it, go, cool, what a unique way of life. Yeah, also there's this American singer called Lady Gaga. She's very inspirational, very motivational, and in a way I find her really cool, unique, and weird, and that's perfect, right? And then all these gay rights songs, just, you know, the way how she approaches her message is really brilliant. For instance, no matter gay, straight or bi, transgender or lesbian lives, I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. My opinion is that I totally disapprove of grammar schools. I believe that no matter wherever you go, especially from maybe a rough background, an upper class background, or a normal middle class background, I believe it doesn't matter where you go. You can go to the most, you know, shittest school, but still able to get like 7 A stars. But if, for example, you go to a grammar school and then you scored maybe 7 Bs, who's the employer going to take? The one with 7 A stars or the one with 7 Bs? So it doesn't make a difference wherever you go. Grammar school, a state school, there's nothing wrong with going to a state school. It's the same kind of syllabus, the same kind of subject areas teaching. It's the same thing. It's just maybe in grammar school taught in like small groups, small sections, and I think, yeah, it could have an effect, like improving. However, like, you know, different students' abilities are all different, and it doesn't make a difference. You can still go to a grammar school and not do really well, whereas if you go to a state school and, you know, you can take in a lot of information, you know, you get to interact with people, this and that, and also the cost is like nil, nothing, so it's fine. it's very good. Well, I believe the system of what the government has decided to change from GCSEs to O-levels, I'm completely speechless. That's really disappointing. And I believe, like, you know, it's going to be really hard because there's no modules, and when I did my GCSEs, you needed modules to, you know, help up to make sure your grade goes up, and really helps your grade to go bump up your grade up. For example, to an A star, you bump up your grade. And now they're going to plan to do O-levels, which is like maybe a 3-hour exam and just only one end of year exam. And I believe that is not really a good idea because, like I say, I think maybe it might put off students who want to go to university. That means the number of students in the future, with our next generation, who has plans to go to university, will be a decrease because, you know, they might find these exams hard, or, you know, whatever, they find it more challenging, more pressure. So the number of students in university will decrease, and also if the number of students in university decrease, then therefore there will be not enough lawyers, there will be not enough doctors, and there's not enough teachers, you know. And I believe that's not good because, you know, you need maybe a good lawyer. You need someone who can, you know, give backups, give plans, give solutions, give critical and analytical thinking. Especially if you know, and also if there's less doctors, then how on earth will society survive if they have a condition, a sickness, or anything like that? It does not make sense at all. And then, you know, it's slowly going to be fade away. And especially, you know, like a teacher, there'll be like less teachers in the future because knowledge is decreasing because they're making things more harder, more like a couple of students maybe failing these exams, therefore, you know, they won't have a better chance to succeed in their lifetime. Therefore, you know, they might not know all the knowledge, therefore it just makes the whole situation and the whole knowledge of the exams and everything a bit really low, and that's utterly unbelievable. To be honest, I don't like the system. I don't think it's good, and obviously without any backup grades from modules or courseworks, then how are you going to improve? How are you likely going to improve? Well, I have to say, I've had a lot of, you know, media experience throughout my life, especially, you know, it all started off with uploading my videos on YouTube, doing my covers, and, you know, performance-wise, I've been performing a lot, especially, I do festivals, I perform in concerts, festivals, wedding parties, I've been, you know, especially summer gigs, small gigs, evening gigs, yeah, I do that when I'm, like, available. You know, I perform around Hampstead, King's Cross, St Pancras, Leicester Square, Piccadilly Circus, Oxford Street. Yeah, that's where I do my performance-wise. And also, I like performing abroad. I remember last July, I sang at a Malaysian wedding. I sang a Thank You Very Much song, but obviously in Malay language. Yeah, I sang that song there, and it was just really a great experience. And I love performing. I mean, it doesn't matter wherever you go in the world, there's, you know, always an opportunity for you to perform. And yeah, and also I performed in Sri Lanka. I went to a hotel there, and there was a piano there, and the waiter came up to me and said, so you look like a very interesting person. I said, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, thank you. And then it's like, do you do any sort of musical things going on? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I play like 5 instruments and I sing as well. And he goes, oh, there's a piano over there, I want to hear you sing. And I'm like, okay, sure, why not? And then, you know, I believe, you know, learning an instrument is very good because no matter wherever you go, in case piano, if someone tells you to play piano, you play piano. If, for example, someone tells you to go on stage and dance, you start dancing. You know, yeah, and I believe it's really good. You know, it's good to have that skill. Well, my first experience is obviously this label, cinematic production. My first video was Penne un Kadal Sola Sola, and I was in a music video, and it was my first time actually, you know, being in an official label company music video, and I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed every moment of it, and I miss my first music video acting experience. And then obviously I cannot wait, and I'm really excited and thrilled, and I'm very optimistic for what the future holds of me for this cinematic production. And I'm totally excited, you know. I'll bring on my groovy style, my modern generation and that kind of stuff. Meet you downstairs in the bar and her, your rolled up sleeves in your skull t-shirt. You say, what did you do with him today? And sniffed me out like I was Tanqueray. 'Cause you're my fella, my guy. Hand me your stellar and fly. By the time I'm out the door, you're tearing down like Roger Moore. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you that I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Upstairs in bed with my ex-boy. He's in a place but I can't get joy. And I'm thinking on you in the final throes. And this is when my buzzer goes. Run out to meet your chips and bitter. And you say when we're married, 'cause you're not bitter, there'll be none of him no more. I cried for you on the kitchen floor. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you that I was trouble. You know that I'm no good.